All right, we're going to look at removing the noise in an image that was shot at with a high ISO. You can see this one here, 10,000 ISO. And when you zoom in, you can see lots of digital noise. You can do this in Lightroom or Bridge using Camera Raw. I'm going to use Bridge. That's what I'm a little bit more familiar with and used to. So I'm going to open up two images here. I like to open up multiple images because it's going to create the new version right next to it when you have multiple images. And then you can resave that new version in the correct file format and new name that you prefer. Otherwise, it will save it by default with the word enhanced in it and as a DNG, which stands for digital negative. So again, I have multiple images here. I'm going to go ahead and do some quick edits. Just to get it how I want it. There we go. And now when I go down to detail, denoise, it's a raw file, so denoise is an option here, this special denoise button. Otherwise, you can manually reduce the noise. If you do this up too high, it looks a little bit animated or turns like into an animation. So I don't go up too high. It's going to take a little bit to do. So again, you can manually do the denoise, but it's not nearly as good. This one here, when it's a raw file, this is an option, and it actually uses AI and other things to make it look right. So you can see it plugging away right here, or that circle right there going. It's almost done, and it'll create a second one right next to it. If you're only doing one image at a time and not this film strip concept, you don't get the fixed image right next to it. What I like about this is you can see what was done. You can see all the digital noise in here, and in the fixed image, it's really cleaned up. Now, I get to change it to whatever file name I want. I can rename it. However I want, and change the format, because otherwise, again, it will be a DNG, digital negative. Alright, that's done. I'm going to click done, and when I go into my folder, you can see it did in fact create that DNG and put the word enhance on it. I don't like this long name that it has, and it's a DNG file, and it has the JPEG here. So that is how I prefer. I prefer to have them as JPEGs. So you can do that again in Lightroom. Sorry. You can do that in Lightroom or in Bridge. Command R opens up images in Camera Raw. So I use Camera Raw to do it, but you can use Lightroom.